What's up, guys? This is Igor in Russia, and we are in Udelnayan station, near metro station and the train station. This is a pretty old neighborhood. It has some Soviet buildings, Soviet era buildings, and some others. And we're gonna check out this Russian suburb of St. Petersburg, Udelnayan. Please hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it a lot. Let's get going. Pretty Soviet type. I love it. It's simple. It's harsh looking, but it's awesome. Here's Stensa Udelnayan, the Ruski region's vaccination point. I think these are Khrushchev era buildings, 60s. In Russia, they built the lifts into old buildings like this, outside the building. Russian recycling, this is cool, but it smells really bad right here, right now. It's a mix of Soviet era buildings, some basic suburban houses, and some pretty historical, as you can see. Just make sure your pockets are safe. We're gonna take a little walk inside the Russian suburbs of St. Petersburg city, Udelnayan area neighborhood, and this is pretty cool looking place. I just happened to wander into this suburbs. I was filming actually a flea market, which is pretty notorious, should I say, and many popular YouTubers have been there, and I've also been there. Check my other video from that flea market. Just bought by the way, a Tsar's bust for my collection, Nikolai II. So check this out. I think this looks pretty cool. It's actually a storm today. It's been storming throughout the day, so sorry if there's a bad audio. But here we can see some old Soviet era buildings. I think these are from the 60s, maybe I think 60s, 70s. I'm not like super into the architecture, but let's take a look. How does it look? It's pretty empty because it's cold and it's windy and it's a little bit rainy, so a lot of people have decided to stay inside. And this is a little bit eerie place, I think, but I want to show you a little bit of the Russian life outside the city center, and I think that's my thing. You can see some that the first floor windows are being covered, barricaded, because of the safety reasons, I believe. This is Russia after all, even though it's pretty safe. You can see here some people actually maybe putting some plants into place, having some plants here, and it's typical in Russia that people actually just see a spot near their window and plant some beautiful flowers, etc. In my neighborhood also, which is pretty modern neighborhood. So here's some really old. What's this thing you call when you put out the clothes for them to dry up? This is pretty in bad condition, but it looks cool, right? So the spring has fallen. People are having really nice apartments inside, I'm sure. And I think it's pretty cool to see inside the people's homes sometimes, just to have a little glimpse into their lives. And we are now at Kostromskoy Prospect. The street name is Kostromskoy Prospect Avenue. White brick houses, a lot of them. I think these are Khrushchev era buildings, 60s. And many houses, because they don't have lifts, and these buildings you're not able to actually update them by building inside the lifts. in Russia they build the lifts into our old homes, into our old buildings like this, outside the building. So this is a like modern working lift for these hrushovkas. Cool, huh? Pretty Russian solution, I think. So some child playing. This is not like the most maybe motivational neighborhood, I think. So let's continue our walk. And I think it's, even though this is not like the best tourist attraction for you guys, but I think it gives you a better view into a Russian life. Of course there is a lot of this empire era glorious and the Soviet era imperial stuff, but this is contradiction to all of that. It's simple, it's harsh looking, but it's awesome. And for me this is Russia also. Again, once again, sorry if there's bad audio. It's really windy. So these are all buildings and there's not a lot of shops here because this is an old construction, so there's no places for shops. But here we have a kiosk over here. Let's check it out. This is a Russian recycling, by the way. Here you can see Russian recycling. This is cool, great. It's becoming more and more popular in Russia. Here we can see some mors juices over here. So pretty cool looking shop over here, just fruits and vegetables. And we actually gonna go towards the metro station because that's where I need to go. Entrance to the house, pretty Soviet type. I love it. So here we are walking on Kostromsky Prospect. That's where we came from. A couple of neighborhood yards. Wow. So these are also new type of solutions for a balcony. As you can see, it's pretty new. When the upper floors are the original ones and older ones. So building from outside is the solution. And I'm amazed actually how quiet it is if you don't count this super stormy wind that is blowing. Here we can see, I don't know, maybe a bit older building, but also more glorious, I don't know. Pretty cool looking. That's see, it looks even much more like St. Petersburg style, reminding a bit of the empire style building construction, which the St. Petersburg is known for. So we are actually coming to a main street, so there's much more noise and action going on. I don't think people are used to bloggers, YouTubers over here. You don't probably, you can imagine, but you don't smell it, but it smells really bad right here, right now. Thank God it went away. Some Russian babushkas walking by. So here we have more shops already and more historical buildings. I think maybe from the early 1900s. Oh wow, check that out. It's dangerous actually to walk on the streets. We're gonna try to get into the to the metro station as fast as we can. You can see over there there's actually a tram railway over there, which we're not gonna go into over. Oh wow. This is one of the worst weather I've experienced in St. Petersburg for a while, maybe ever. And sorry for some water damage. So I think Udelnayan is pretty interesting since it has this flea market. There's a tram over there, by the way. There we can see a tram. There's a railway. Then there's metro. There's a huge center. Over there's metro. A huge center. And it's a mix of Soviet era buildings, some basic suburban houses, and some pretty historical, as you can see. I think these are really cool. If you decide to visit Udelnayan, and if you're near the flea market, well, just make sure your pockets are safe. There's all kinds of people actually in Udelnayan, so just my advice for you. Near Stensa Udelnayan, there's actually a Vyborgsky region's vaccination point for not COVID, but for flu. Imagine that. Punkt vaccinacji, mobilny, mobile point of vaccination. Pretty cool. I wonder if they actually give us Sputnik 5s there. But this has been Igor in Russia, reporting from St. Petersburg. And see you guys in the next episode. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and thanks for watching. Bye.